everyone, welcome to Mini Studio and welcome back to another brand new episode. Today we'll be creating a very dynamic poster using Adobe Photoshop. And in this tutorial you'll learn how to do lighting, how to add texture. It's a step-by-step tutorial and you'll learn almost everything. So if you love visual poster design and if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, then please do subscribe. And if you want to get this PSD file, it's on my Patreon and a LUT file is also included. And to get that LUT file, just follow me on my Instagram, send a text to LUT and I'll send that LUT file to you. And yes, there are LUT, there are tons to cover. So without any further ado, let's dive into the video. Here we go, we are in Photoshop and let's create an artboard first, and for that press Ctrl and N and I'm going for 4:5. Let's keep the resolution as 200, color mode to RGB, bitrate to 8 and let's keep everything as default and let's click on create. Drag and drop this background image right over here and let's convert this as a smart object. Press Ctrl and T. Let's make it a little smaller, just like so. Here we go, and let's make a selection right over here. Let's make a selection right over here too. Let's make selection on the bottom and let's click on generate and let's go for Firefly fill and expand and let's click on generate. I think I like this generation better, so let's select both layer, press Ctrl and E and let's rename it as a background. Now let's drag and drop. This main player cutout image right over here and let's drag and drop another image right over here. Let's turn on the guide first, so go to view, let's go to guide, let's click on new guide layout and let's go for 3:3 and let's click on OK. And so let's keep one player right over here. All right, and let's do the same thing. Let's drag and drop another player right over here and just line up their eye line maybe right around here. Let's keep it just like so, and then I'm gonna add our major text maybe somewhere around here, so that's the reason I kept this part empty. And let's keep it like that and let's clear the guides. So let's go over here, few guides, let's clear the guides and let's make it a little bigger, just like that. All right, so we're gonna fix this part later. So there is a light coming from the background, so let's add some rim light, and for that let's add a curve and let's make it darker, just like that. Now this curve is affecting the full poster. We don't want it, so for that let's click on clip to layer so that this will affect this specific layer only, and let's rename it as shadow, and let's add one more curve. Ctrl J. Again, let's do the same thing, clip to layer, and for this one let's make it brighter, just like that. Here we go, and let's rename it as highlights, and let's fill this layer mask with black color and let's go back to brush. And now let's start painting the highlights. So for that, let's drop down the flow around 10% and here we go. Let's go for general soft brush and here we go. Start painting the highlights. Here we go. And maybe let's drop down the opacity too. All right, and then maybe let's add some highlights right over here.
Let's drop down the opacity some more. And let's add one more curve, and let's make it more darker just to get that dark shadow. So let's create a clipping mask. Again, let's fill it with black color, and with the white color selected, let's add some dark shadows right over here too. And again, go back to highlights. It's a back and forth thing. So let's change the opacity some more. Here we go. Yeah, let's drop down the opacity some more. Here we go. And now let's go back to highlights again, and let's draw some highlights right around here. Let's increase the opacity just like so. Here we go. And here too, so just like that. Here we go. And for the highlights, let's drop it down just a little bit. Here we go. So this is before and this is after. Just give more time, and the more time you give, you're gonna get the better result. So, but for me, I'll just keep it like that. Now let's add a solid, and let's create a solid color, and let's give it a kind of warmer color, just like that. Again, create clipping mask. Let's select that layer mask. Let's fill it with black color and go back to brush, and let's add some haze glow. So let's make it small, and with the white color selected, let's draw some lines right around here. And for the color, let's go for let's go for this brighter color, just like that. And for this part, let's use this, make it soften just like that. All right, so this is before and this is after. And let's add some glow right around here too. All right, now let's keep everything inside a group. Control G, let's rename it as image 1. And let's make a copy. Control J. And let's keep it outside the group, just right around here. And let's select everything, keep it inside a group. Let's rename it as image 2. And for this, let's right click, create clipping mask. So that's gonna affect this layer. And let's fill it with black color. And let's start drawing the highlights. So it's the same thing that we did over here. So let's start with white color, and let's change the flow a little down, and then let's add some highlights right around here. Here we go. Now let's go back to a rim light. So let's select that solid layer, go back to brush, and let's change the opacity to 100% and click on that layer mask, go back to brush, and with the white color selected, let's draw some rim light just like so. All right. So this is before and this is after. I think I like it, and we're going to do some color adjustment, and for sure after that's going to look better. So let's select this layer, go back to filter. Let's go to camera raw filter, and let's drop down the highlights, increase the exposure a little bit, increase the shadows, and let's drop down the vibrance just like that, increase the clarity, increase the texture, and for the hue, let's change the red to something like that, maybe orange, somewhere around here. And let's increase the luminance for red and orange, just like so. And let's click on OK. And let's do the same thing for this player. Go to filter. Let's apply camera raw filter. Let's try applying same filter, and then I think I like it. Let's keep it like that, and let's click on OK. Let's go on very top, create a new layer, go to brush, and with the white color selected, let's add a little soft glow right around here, and let's change the blending mode to soft light. Here we go. All right, now let's add one more image cutout. Let's drag and drop this image cutout right over here, and let's convert it as a smart object too. Let's move it somewhere around here. Let's make it a little bigger. Here we go. And let's create a layer mask. Go to brush, and let's the black color selected. Let's erase this part just like so. All right, maybe let's move it a little up just to hide this part, just like that. Now let's go right over here and let's make a copy of this layer, Control J, and let's move it right over here. Press Control T. Let's make it a little bigger, and let's keep it right over here, and maybe let's delete the layer mask, and let's keep it somewhere around here. For this layer, let's convert it as a smart object, and then let's go to filter. Let's add a little bit of blur just to get that depth of field, and maybe something like that. All right. So now let's add a color LUT on very top. So let's go over here, click on lookup, and from here click on load. And if you want to get this LUT file, please check on the description list below. And I'm going to apply Windy Fab LUT 2, and let's click on load. And so this is what we got, and let's add a gradient on very top, and let's add a gradient map on very top, and let's go over here, and for the color, let's change the darker color to kind of dark red, something like that. And for this one, let's go for kind of warmer color. Here we go, and let's see. Here we go, and let's try changing the blending mode to soft light, and let's do one more time. Let's see, let's go for a kind of lighter color. Here we go, and for the warmer, yep, let's add one more right around here. And let's change the color to kind of more brighter, just like that, and let's click on OK. And let's add a curve on very top. Let's go to curve, and maybe let's increase the exposure just like that. Here we go. And let's add a text on very top. And let's add an overlay on very top. So let's drag and drop this overlay on very top. Let's change the blending mode to screen. Control T. Let's make it a little bigger. There we go. And let's create a layer mask. Go to brush and let's erase some of these parts from here. Here we go. And let's merge everything. Control Shift Alt and E. And let's go to filter. Let's go to camera raw filter. And from here, I guess let's increase the warmth just a little bit. We tend more toward red somewhere around here. And let's change the hue of, let's keep it more toward red. Yeah, let's change it right around here. Just like that. Maybe let's tone down the temperature just like that. Here we go. Maybe drop down the vibrance a little bit. Increase the highlights. Let's add some clarity. Let's add some texture. Just like that. And I like to add some grain. So let's go over here and add some grains. Just like that. Here for the temperature, I think it's looking better. Increase the vibrance. Let's keep it like that and let's click on OK. So this is before and this is after, and let's make one more copy. Control J. Go back to filter. Let's go to blur and let's add some motion blur. Here we go. Let's create a layer mask. Let's fill that layer mask with black color and go back to brush and let's add that motion blur and text. Just a little touch. Here we go. Let's drop down the opacity. Just like that. So that's the final. I hope you guys learned something new from this tutorial. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, you guys take care, be safe, and be creative. Bye-bye.